Once upon a time, in a small coastal town named Harmony Bay, there lived a young woman named Serena. She possessed a heart filled with kindness and a spirit that shone brighter than the sun. Serena had endured a great tragedy in her past, one that had shattered her world and left her scarred. But despite the darkness she had faced, Serena chose to rise above it and embrace the power of forgiveness. Many years ago, when Serena was just a child, a terrible storm had swept through Harmony Bay, leaving destruction and sorrow in its wake. The storm had caused a devastating shipwreck, taking the lives of many townspeople and leaving the survivors in a state of shock and despair. Among the survivors was Serena, who had lost her family in the tragedy. As time passed, Serena found solace in the arms of the ocean. She would spend hours sitting by the shore, listening to the crashing waves and finding comfort in their rhythm. It was during one of these moments of reflection that Serena made a decision that would change her life forever. She realized that harboring anger and resentment towards those responsible for the tragedy would only perpetuate her own suffering. Serena chose a different path, one of forgiveness and understanding. She believed that forgiveness had the power to heal not just herself, but also the entire community that had been torn apart by grief. Serena began by seeking out the survivors of the shipwreck, those who had been aboard the vessel that fateful day. She listened to their stories, their pain, and their regrets. Instead of judgment, Serena offered them her empathy and forgiveness. She understood that they too had suffered immense loss and carried the burden of guilt upon their shoulders. Through her acts of forgiveness, Serena became a beacon of hope in Harmony Bay. People marveled at her ability to let go of the past and find strength in forgiveness. The town started to heal, and the wounds of the tragedy slowly began to mend. Inspired by Serena's courage, the survivors themselves started to forgive one another. They formed a support group where they could share their experiences, offer solace, and find forgiveness in the face of adversity. The once broken community began to rebuild itself, fueled by the power of forgiveness and understanding. News of Serena's story spread far and wide, reaching even the neighboring towns. People were moved by her bravery and the transformative power of forgiveness. Serena was invited to speak at conferences and events, spreading her message of healing and compassion. As the years went by, Serena's tale became a legend. Her name became synonymous with forgiveness, and her story was shared from generation to generation. Harmony Bay, once a place of tragedy, became a symbol of resilience and unity. Serena's legacy lived on, a constant reminder that forgiveness has the power to heal even the deepest wounds. Her story touched the hearts of people across the land, inspiring them to embrace forgiveness in their own lives and promote healing in the face of adversity. And so, the tale of Serena, the forgiving survivor, serves as a timeless reminder that forgiveness has the power to transform not only individuals but also communities. It teaches us that in the darkest of times, forgiveness can be a beacon of light, guiding us towards healing, understanding, and a future filled with compassion.